Grand day, chosen ones. Yeah, this is coming off My Thought Patterns, episode 101. Back on the ones and zeros again, the matrix numbers. And yeah, shout outs to Stephen Michael and shout outs to Louise. Thank you for reposting the videos. And shout outs to everybody tapped into this video, liking it up and sharing it out there. You know, it's all love, you know, 'cause that's what I'm dealing with. That love, baby. Oh, yeah. Trust me, 'cause it resonates with my frequency. But yeah, man, let's tap into this one, yeah, fully. Um, Shout out to the birdies, you know, because they're consistent. And I am as well. I learn a lot from them because they're always present and it's beautiful, you know. And yeah, man, okay. Yeah, your peace of mind is sacred. And this is why I don't indulge in hatred. You know, I choose not to resonate with the lower frequencies because I realize your words are really powerful, you know. So when you utter your words, it comes with the energy, you know what I mean? So it's always about the intention behind it. And oh yeah, this is just on my mind right now. You see the real talks and that's from around about a year and a half ago now. And shout out to Lady Crown out there. Um you know, we've done 111 episodes back on the ones again. But yeah, everything's interconnected and it was a great journey, man. And those episodes are just getting re-uploaded for the people then to tap back into, you know, the information that a lot of people are not putting their focus on, you know, because like I like to say, wherever your focus goes, your energy flows. So I'll watch where my focus goes. Okay. Okay, let's switch this a bit. Oh, I've got so much good energy, you know, because I've been following my heart. And you see, the heart chakra, yeah, it's the most powerful chakra because it's the master organ. It's connected to all chakras. So when you open up that heart, everything starts to become receptive in terms of taking in those universal energies and raising your soul. And guess what? Um, the first organ that grows when you're a fetus is the heart because it's connected to everything, you know, it pumps the blood to all parts of the body. So when you really open up this heart chakra, and the key way to open up the heart chakra is to be mindful, then also focus your energy on it through meditation, which is the best form of medication for you. And anybody that's struggling with meditation out there, one thing that's helped me, and I don't use it all the time because I know how to meditate because I do this every day, is to tap into the breath. So the wind off breath can really help you before you do meditation or even the breath of fire. Just do one round of that, squeeze to your head, and guess what it does? It sparks the pineal gland and activates your super consciousness, gamma brain waves, and releases the kundalini from the crown chakra. And what this does is help you be present and start to really tap in every single second, like I like to say. So yeah, try that out. And also got a little itch here. But yeah, also what can really help you with meditation is learning about samadhi. They practice that in the Indian culture. It's one of the highest forms of meditation, is to literally observe your thoughts with no judgment and no emotional attachment. When I learned how to do this around 4 years ago, it really started to activate my consciousness in a higher realm, trust me, a higher dimension. And okay, I switched this a bit now because you know me, it's all random, but it's really coming off my thought patterns. Shadow work. This is key, you know. When you really do the shadow work, you realize that's key to really help you with meditation and your whole life. Because when you flip your shadow to work for you, it actually becomes your higher self. So what I use my shadow for is a resource energy field. So anytime I feel a bit, I start to boost up my energy and realize that I've got a choice within this present moment. So I stay focused, you know what I mean? Realizing that, you know, the shadow is something that, for me, it is your greatest power. And I devour within that power, you know what I mean? And when you really tap into the darkness, you'll realize that that's where the majority of your power really lies, you know. So, you know, facing your shadow is so key because when you face your shadow, you can activate your higher self. You know, a lot of people look down upon their shadow because of the programming. And okay, yeah, what I learned about the subconscious is that the inner child is the window to the subconscious. So when I really tapped into my inner child, I really became wild because I became present. You know what I mean? Realizing about the animal instinct. And you know, the inner child's so key for us, because when I started to go um back to the past, it really helped me with my present moment. Because check this out now, yeah? You got a lot of energy stored from your past traumas, and especially from 0 to 7 years old. So when you go back to the past and start rewiring and firing those thought patterns and looking at it from a different perception, a higher perspective, you can actually start to alter the way your energy field is and how you respond within your mind to what happened to you, or whatever you went through from the past. So it triggers your subconscious to raise your soul. So yeah, man, the inner child's so key. You see, me, I got inner family within me, because I haven't just developed my inner child, I've developed the whole self. So when you really tap in, you'll realize that there's so many parts of you. And because I've connected with SG spirit guides, angels, and ancestors out there on a higher frequency, everything changed for me, because now I can connect with so many parts of self and make sure that I'm self-regulating myself in the present moment and staying focused. And what's really helped me with the inner child, it's just taking action that gives me satisfaction, you know. And it's all perception anyway. You got to do what's right for you and what really boosts up your soul. You know what I mean? I'm just here as a conduit from God, the Most High, Jah Rastafari. You know what I mean? Giving you that present, good, divine energy. And I hope all of you are doing well out there. You know, I just send you all that good energy from the divine, because I'm really connected with that frequency. And you know, when you go through real hardship in life, it builds character. Through adversity, you can really raise your energy. And what I've learned, shout out to David Goggins out there, it's just on my mind now. What I've learned about pain is that you can transmute it into your greatest power, you know? So don't run away from your fears, face them. And okay, let's switch this now, yeah? When I really activated my chosen one energy, the only way you can become Neo in this matrix is to face fear and overcome it. And I overcome it every single second, realizing that I've got a choice within this present moment. So facing fear is so key, because it is false evidence appearing real. It's only real when you tap into that frequency. And when you really tap into the love, baby, oh yeah, everything changes, because energy is contagious. Trust me, it can get outrageous. And I went through various stages of my awakening to get to this mental state. And I'm just here to really spread this energy onto you and hopefully influence you in a positive light to make you realize that you got the power. And I'm there with you spiritually. STS over and out. Peace and blessings.